Imagine a man with no formal education, money, or social standing. He stands on a shoreline, staring at his only livelihood, and then he drops his nets and walks away. He does this because a stranger walks by and utters exactly 2 words: "Follow me." We have to ask what kind of message compels that level of immediate, irrational momentum. What was being taught that caused ordinary, marginalized people to bypass their societal limitations and achieve the extraordinary? To understand that, look at the physical realities of the time. A documented account tells of a woman suffering for 12 years straight. She had drained every ounce of her personal wealth paying doctors, only to get worse, and the law labeled her unclean, legally isolating her from society. One afternoon, she hears Jesus is nearby. She has no appointment and no guarantee of a cure, yet she presses through the crush of people, saying to herself that if she can merely touch his garment, she will be whole. The second she makes contact, 12 years of physical agony stop. But the mechanics of this moment are specific. Jesus turns to her and clarifies that her own act of faith served as the trigger that activated the healing. The core requirement for breaking out of physical suffering here is forward momentum. Faith functions as the decision to move physically in the direction of a belief, even when every circumstance suggests staying put. This diagram illustrates how human nature keeps score. We track offenses, asking what the forgiveness quota should be. They offered 7 times. Jesus countered with 77. That changes the logic of conflict. Forgiveness is a survival protocol for the victim, not a favor. Holding on to a grudge is an exercise in futility. It operates like drinking a dose of poison and sitting quietly in a chair, waiting for your enemy to drop dead. The toxicity only destroys the container holding it. To survive the emotional damage caused by others, the act of letting go must be separated from the question of whether the enemy deserves it. Letting go of a grudge provides a path towards psychological recovery. It acts as a release from the cycle of bitterness that would otherwise continue to drain the victim's own internal reserves. In the parable of the sower, the seed itself is identical every time. The environment it lands in is the sole variable. Your mind is the ground. Feed it fear and noise, the space shrinks. Feed it gratitude and prayer, the network expands. No one would plant a vegetable garden, refuse to water it for a month, and then be shocked when the tomatoes are dead. Yet we frequently plant a spiritual intention on a Sunday and abandon it by Monday afternoon, then wonder why nothing is growing. Lasting transformation results from the steady, intentional maintenance of your mental environment. That internal cultivation has to translate into external action. Look at the logistics of a boy standing in front of a hungry crowd of 5,000 people, holding 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. By every mathematical standard, his resources are insufficient, yet a specific sequence of events unfolds. The boy surrenders his tiny offering first, it is blessed second, then it is multiplied third, ultimately yielding a surplus that defies logical explanation. This reveals a precise operational principle. Divine multiplication specifically uses small, quiet beginnings as its primary raw material. The absolute size of your current resources, your money, influence, or energy, is irrelevant. The trigger for multiplication is your willingness to hand over whatever capacity you are holding right now. When humans try to measure greatness, we default to counting the accumulation of titles, the number of followers, and the volume of subordinates we can command. The disciples were once locked in a debate over exactly this kind of status. Jesus did not offer a lecture to correct them. He simply walked over, took a towel, got down on his knees, and silently washed the dirt off their feet. This act introduced a model of leadership that values contribution over command. This shift redefined greatness, placing the focus on the scale of one's service to others rather than the length of one's list of subordinates. True authority operates on a paradox. It is attained by voluntarily descending to the point of service, especially in the moments when no one is watching. The path out of a trapped life follows a clear progression. You press past the terror of your circumstances. You drop the bitterness. You intentionally feed the soil of your mind. You offer up your inadequate resources, and you choose to serve. The challenge now is to pull these concepts into your actual reality this week. Forgive the person who wronged you, serve someone quietly, and intentionally filter what you feed your spirit. The mechanics of these actions remain in effect. The same principles that cured the woman in the crowd and multiplied the fish on the hillside are active and available right now. To see change in your own life, you do not need perfect conditions or great wealth. You only need a willing heart.